Well, I am back in the States. I have a little bit of a tan. I'm not sure if it's still there or not, but does it look like it?
I can see it. I
Oh,
can see it. I can see the sun kiss.
yeah. It hasn't left yet, but I mean, I'm liking it. Let's start with the Lil Nas X because that was like the big thing, and we were off. Like that, I think that happened like Monday or Tuesday. Like the video came out,
Right.
and then the shoes, and then the backlash, and then the ignorance. So the video, I was like, okay, this is provocative. I didn't mind it. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, again, he doesn't make music for my generation, I'm guessing, but I'm glad that he's living his truth, you know. But as far as music wise, I wish there was some more talent there so I could get behind him. But I think he's more so living off of gimmicks. That's what I think. And I think, you know, the whole gay thing is his gimmick right now. He's going to be like, how outlandish can I be? You know, and he's young. He's like, he just turned 21. So I didn't mind the video personally. What about you?
From the screenshots that I saw, because I neither listened to the song nor looked at the video, it was just like, okay, it's a young black gay Madonna. You're being provocative for provocation's sake. And you're right, he is young. Like, that's what you do when you're 21 and you have the stage. You get up there and you're like, ooh, I'm going to show you this and show you that. And ooh, I'm doing something new and different. And it's just like, girl, Nicki Minaj tried to do that crap and it didn't really go over well. That's why she's Grammy-less. But that's besides the point. I think Lil Nas X does have a Grammy, but we'll get into that later. Now, the shoe thing, don't mess around and play in court. I hope he ain't playing in court and it's those mischief people, but Nike was like, we have nothing to do with this.
Right. And I think it's the whole, like, the devil aspect of it. I think that's what, like, got people in a tizzy. Now, I didn't care that he was giving the devil a lap dance. Now, the only thing that I can say that I'm just like, is when the shoes. Like, you can have the video, but now he's trying to profit off of, I don't know, that provocation. And it just seems a little weird to me. Like, it was so excessive, I couldn't take it seriously. Like, 666 pairs. Some poor fool like donated their blood to put in like a drop in every shoe. You have the whole like demon symbol on it as well. It was just a lot. And then you selling it for over $1,000. It just seems like, okay, well, I'm gonna do it for the art, but I'm gonna make sure to like get something out of it. You know, capitalism just always just rears its ugly head. But yes, the whole Nike thing, Nike is suing them. They just actually brought an injunction today, even though the shoes already shipped. So I'm not sure how that works.
So they can't make more. Oh my God.
But yeah, like the thing is,
Ooh.
they can't stop, like they can't go to the post office and tell them to stop, you know? So I'm pretty sure like that's it. Like they had 666 pairs and that's it.
Now those shoes are going to be even more valuable because they're limited edition. They're not supposed to be out there. So whoever bought those shoes was smart because now you've got something, you can turn them into an NFT and make even more money. And where are people getting all of this money to throw away? Where?
I mean, people saving their stimulus checks maybe.
I haven't gotten a stimulus check.
Me either.
And still $1,400? Like,
Lil Nas is unfazed. It looks like the song's gonna go #1, too, so we'll find that out on Monday. I mean, outrage sells. Sex sells. So, you know, it is what it is. No one is surprised.
And look at us. We just over here just with, you know, talent.
Also, that happened earlier in the week. Sharon Osbourne is officially out of the talk. We can finally dead this conversation. I think this has been a topic for the past 2 episodes. It also looks like she'll be getting a $10 million payout as well. So watch whiteness work.
Can I make a request? There's all this money going around, $1,000 shoes, $10 million payouts. I just want my little slice. Can I get 100 grand and 100 grand after taxes? Like, can I get some of this money? God. It's the failing upwards for me. A $10 million payout, and she doesn't even need the money. They should make her donate that to the United Negro College Fund.
I mean, it's allegedly according to Page 6.
I believe Page 6.
And the talk returns April 12th. Can't wait to see who they replace. It's rumored that it might be Chrissy Teigen. That's what I heard a little birdie say. But maybe they should just leave it as 4 people.
And then there were 4.
I just can't believe, like, they went off air March 12th and they came back April 12th. I didn't know she was that much a part of the show for it to be out of commission for a whole month.
What I also think is they said, we're going to pull the plug because they were like, I smell a boycott in the air. And the second people start reaching out to the advertisers, then you're dealing with a whole new kettle of fish. And they were like, we're not about to turn it into Basketball Wives and have our viewership plummet. So we're going to stop everything in its tracks. We're going to make a big deal. That way everybody, oh, we're off the air. Like, we're paying attention to it. We're taking the issue very seriously so nobody can say, oh, well, y'all just let Sharon disrespect Sharon. We ain't pulling that. Oh, hell no. So I could see it being Chrissy Teigen or another woman of color. Wendy Osefo from Housewives of Potomac said that she wanted the job, but she isn't interesting enough, nor would she be able to get into the studio because of her long fake eyelashes.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I don't know.
It's like a drive-by shooting. Sometimes they hit the target, sometimes they miss.
Quavo showed his true colors. And much like Tory Lanez, I feel like he's going to get away with it.
Sadly, yes, the video was disturbing. We're with Sawati. We are not about DV at all. I hope that she now will find some men that will treat her as she deserves to be treated. Are you going to have arguments in relationships? Yes. But what we saw in that video, it was so gross. I was just like, oh. Like when Solange did it, it was funny because, you know, it was more a camel than a man. But
right. When I saw the elevator footage, like, I was just like, yeah, he's disgusting. And, you know, this happened like when they were together. This was like way before they broke up. So you just never really know what people are going through. And I think the public should stop idolizing these celebrity relationships because you don't know what's going on. Yeah, they buying each other expensive shit, but you don't know, like, you see what's going on here? People are going to demonize Sawati as they did Meg Thee Stallion. Like, oh, well, she lying, or he didn't even push her that hard. I'm like, oh, she hit him first. Like, there are people that are saying this on Twitter right now. And I'm just like, really? Really? And the thing is, Quavo's going to be fine. The Migos are working on their the next album. It's probably going to go #1, I'm sure. They're going to forget about it. And people are going to be like, okay, next. And that's just how hip-hop has been. That's the sad truth.
That is a sad truth. But I don't like the 3 Blind Mice anymore after this. I'm done with them.
Yeah, I mean, Offset is trash. Takeoff just looks like trash. And now Quavo is, you know, subhuman trash.
And Sawati ain't done nothing to nobody but come out with a good bop.
Right. A few good bops. And hopefully she knows she does her Sierra prayer and tries to find a man that actually, like, treats her what she's, you know, worth.
Exactly. Because it's like, girl, you out here, they in a group. And you're achieving on your own.
Like, no amount of Birkins and Beamers
are worth a beating.
Right.
And she can get them on her own. She doesn't need him. She's her own sugar daddy. I am sure she has more than enough money in the bank and she can always put on a show.
Right.
because she has hits. Hits. I think does she have a number one?
Not a number one yet, but she has hits.
Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Right.
That's my type. Should have been number one at least for a week, because I would say that was definitely a song of the summer.
It was an underground hit. It really didn't hit like the pop charts like that.
Ah.
But yeah, it's Fuck Quavo all day. And now a word from our sponsors.
Is there something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals? I know procrastination has definitely been an issue for me, and BetterHelp has helped me with it, and it can help you with some things you want to achieve. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line, it's not self-help, it is professional counseling done securely online. There's a broad range of expertise available, which may not be locally available in many areas. The service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy.
BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit their website and read their testimonials that are posted daily. Visit betterhelp.com/roast. That's better H-E-L-P, and join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and for our Pop Roast listeners, you'll get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/roast. That's betterhelp.com/roast. And now, what y'all probably came here for, Jen Shah. Oh my God. Like, it is the gift that came early. I was like, whoa, like my messages were blowing up. I love Salt Lake City. Wow, I thought it would be Mary, but it was Jen.
She better watch her ass.
Oh, she's next.
She got next. She got next.
Like,
oh my God. I know Mary right now is in her dirty house watching her husband's home health aide for Medicaid clean up, and she's just sipping her tea, just
She is probably giggling like the female gremlin in a cheap Chanel suit.
A knockoff.
Right. But yeah, money laundering, like fraud, and fraud in the elderly too. Telemarketing scheme since 2012.
Let me find out that she's the heifer who's been having people call me about auto insurance when I haven't had a car in 14 years. I will fuck her cute son up over that. I'd be like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to jaw you on your mama. Who's doing telemarketing schemes in 2021? Who? She started this back in 2012. We've been had the do not call list. So yeah, it was nothing but old, lowly people that wanted somebody to talk to. Oh yeah. And you're already married to somebody with money. This wasn't necessary. Why didn't you come on this show?
Right, like why do you come on a show and you know you got skeletons in your closet? Illegal skeletons at that. Like
illegal skeletons.
I just don't understand. Like, did she think she was gonna get away with it? And then she couldn't even explain what she did at the reunion. Like, it was a word salad.
You see, I thought it was just like she had a quote unquote marketing company, AKA her husband said, okay, go start this business so you have something to do and you try to give advice and whatnot. I didn't know she was out here doing fraud.
Major fraud, like federal fraud.
Federal. Felony.
Federal all the way. Like, it's just, oh my God. Like, this is like Apollo level. So is she going to get time? Like, real time like Apollo? Now,
Probably.
now what she did, as well as that that assistant of hers, the first assistant, like that carries a maximum of 30 years. And I think 8 of the 10 people involved already pled guilty. So sis better cop a plea deal immediately and get the best lawyer on it, because I think she's going to be doing time regardless. And I'm going to call it now. I think she's going to do 1 to 3 years. 1 to 3 years.
That would be generous. But also she better hope that the state of New York doesn't want to make an example out of her, because she's being charged in New York, and New York don't play. They will, especially if you're a celebrity, oh no, they love to give you a good long sentence. Cy Vance is gonna run for re-election. They're gonna run on this stuff. Who put Jen Shah away and stopped seniors from being defrauded? We gave her 5 to 10 years.
I mean, she didn't kill anybody, but the thing is, like, if she was a black man like Apollo, I mean, I think he got more years.
5 years.
He got more years than Joe Giudice.
Yeah, oh yeah, Joe Giudice, they had a sweetheart deal in Jersey. Like, Teresa was probably blowing the judge. They weren't even gonna send Teresa to jail until she, like, put more fraudulent information on the bankruptcy documents with the court. Like, she really did it to herself, trying to, like, hide assets and whatnot so that she wouldn't have to, pay more in restitution. She can go. If you're out here frauding oldsters, and also if you're waking me up in the middle of my nap in the afternoon to try to sell me car insurance, no, 5 to 10 years, that's what I want. Put her away.
And speaking of Teresa, I just always thought that was a privilege that they gave her that, oh, okay, well, we're going to send the mom to jail first, and then we're going to send the dad to jail after she gets out. Let that be a black family. It would have sent both their ass to jails and put the kids in, like, child services.
In the system.
In the system.
Exactly. Put the kids in the system.
They're actually filming season 2 right now, and allegedly she was arrested on camera. Like, cameras were rolling. Like, that would be a Housewives first. That would be legendary. Legendary.
Like, here's the thing. We thought Erica Jane was a scandal. Jen Shah said, hold my beer. Right. Andy Cohen is just, ooh, these are going to be the best reunions ever. Between Beverly Hills and Salt Lake City, like, all of this good jail tea. Like, we've got Erica's coup going to jail, and then Erica, what did she know and when did she know it? And she might be facing time, but she's definitely facing poverty. Poverty.
Well, Erica Jane, and we didn't forget about you, girl. She's going to get probation, I think. I don't think she's going to go to jail. But Jen Shah, she's going to jail, directly to jail. Do not collect $200.
Depending on how the fraud case goes, Erica might be doing some real time too. They don't mess around with lawyers stealing money, and if you're a part of that scheme and they can prove it, ooh, I don't want those problems.
She got police connections too, as well as Tom. I don't know, like, Tom, like, looked like he about to, like, he got one foot in the grave, so he won't even have to, like, do anything.
Quiet as is kept, I don't know why she let him live that long. I would have been pushed his ass over one of those cliffs of Malibu and gotten on with my life. She drug it out too long.
Well, they were married for 21 years, so that's a long-ass fucking time.
And now she gets nothing out of it. She put in 21 years of work and her pension has been snatched. Her retirement is over. Oh, I mean, she can, marry rich again. She's still somewhat attractive, I guess, if you like that porn star look. But I would also say, I mean, if she wants some more coot cock, she can go ahead with it. Better you than me.
The cash trip was happening when Jen Shah got the news that, they were looking for her. So I think... Yeah, right? Like, they were supposed to go on a cash trip. So I can't wait to see what someone says. Like, this was in the middle of the...
I mean, Wow. I can't wait to see what Mary has to say because this is gold.
You know what else is gold? These conditions that she has. Commit no federal offense while on release, must appear as required, no travel outside of Utah except to appear in court in New York, no international travel, avoid contact with co-defendants, and no engagement in telemarketing.
So she can still do the show.
She can still do the show, she just can't travel.
Oh my God, and no who is doing telemarketing? Who's answering the phone? You see how I answer the phone. I'm shocked them people are still in business. We all gotta start cussing them out. Maybe we can get them to stop. Yeah. Oh my God. Telemarketing in 2021.
I'm just...
That's like, ooh, Alex got arrested for selling fen-phen. It was a weight loss supplement in the 80s. It's like, what? The Bahamian diet, what? But, slap bracelet, telemarketing? Like, why didn't you just sell fanny packs if you wanted to be retro?
This situation has single-handedly, like, put this franchise on the map. Like, I'm pretty sure Andy Cohen ejaculated when he saw the news. I'm pretty sure he did.
Well, I'm sure one of the producers called him before it even hit the TV, and they were like, oh, you're gonna shit. You're gonna shit.
And I swear to God, if she gets arrested on camera, like, that will go down in Housewives history. Like, nothing can top that. Nothing. A housewife getting arrested on camera. Like, Luann, like,
oh my God,
in the back of the cop car, but we didn't see her get arrested.
I just realized, is she gonna be at the reunion? Because this is gonna be a long trial where they're still gonna be filming all the way through this. So is it just gonna, like, is she just gonna drop out and just tell the cameras not to come around her house anymore?
She's gonna need the money. Like, they're probably gonna up the money for the reunion and give her a personal interview. Like Andy's gonna get the first interview. She's gonna get money from this. Teresa was smart. That's how she paid off all their legal debt, was because of Bravo, because she kept filming. So Jen Shah doesn't have a choice. I feel bad because, like, her family, I couldn't even imagine how her husband feels or her sons. Like, her husband might divorce her.
Yeah,
Now, you know that we get on Phaedra because, you know, they say that Phaedra had to know what Apollo was doing. Now, you tell me your wife was doing this for 8 to 9 years and you had no idea? I mean, come on now.
I could see it because if you tell me you're a doctor, I'm gonna believe you're a doctor. And, you know, I'll swing by your office maybe, and if you're in a hospital and there's people going around, I'm not gonna know you're not a very good doctor. I could see him having a healthy disinterest where it's like when she is talking about it, it's just word salad to him anyway. Like, he's been tuned her out.
Because it looked like he was this close to divorcing her on the show.
I feel like he's been staying with her for the kids because they still have that one son that's at home. And I think that once that kid's out of the house, then it's gonna be like, okay, I'm leaving. But he keeps himself busy at work. And even the sons are very much like, oh yeah, that's just mom, and they've kind of tuned her out too. So I would say he may not know because he just didn't care. Like, he was just tired of her. He probably told her, oh, go get a job. Like, here's some seed money. Go start a business. Just get out of my hair. And he didn't know she'd become a smooth criminal. Well, not a smooth criminal because she got caught. A smooth criminal gets away with it. I mean, but the second I heard telemarketing, I would have said, what? I would have been like, no, I got to be interested in this to know what you're doing with your time.
To round this juicy story out, the last story that came from this was her virtual arraignment. And she couldn't access her own arraignment because the fans flooded the line. Because I'm guessing it's available to the public. Yeah, it had to be rescheduled because every technical issue that could go wrong went wrong. Fans and even allegedly Wendy Williams was on the line for the proceedings.
Well, one, it wasn't Wendy, it was Norman. But
They said they could hear Wendy Williams, and then they said they could hear someone banging pots and pans in the background. I don't know. It's a mess. It's a circus.
I remember somebody saying something about pots and pans, and I was just like, does that have like is that a double entendre or something? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know.
That confused me. If there's a secret meaning of banging the pots and pans, let us know, because I was confused. I was like, what are they talking about? But I guess they just meant like it was a real circus in there. I didn't know that I would have been in the Zoom too.
Right.
And then she had to wear those box braids, and it's just like, you want to be black so bad. Well, now you're going to get treated like a black person. You wanted it, baby, you got it.
I am deceased. You want it, baby, you got it. Oh my God.
Welcome to the club, darling. Welcome aboard.
This story, we haven't had a fattening story like this since the Jussie Smollett case.
And as the world begins to open up, when is that going to get to trial? Because, you know, that's still pending. That is still pending. Yes, it hasn't gone to trial yet. And I am going to the Shy to see that in person. I ain't gonna have the Zoom fuck up. I'll be in the courtroom, live and in person. And the trial should be in the summer, so it'll be great. I can go to Taste of Chicago, you know, and we can finally find out what happened with Sissy Spoyehu. I will be there for every day of that trial. Every day. With a sandwich in my hand and a song in my heart. I'll be in the front pew of the court.
I went to Chicago and it's beautiful there, so I would definitely join you. And I actually passed the area where the subway was. I just didn't even realize it. I think I mentioned that on another.
We've got to go to that subway. We've got to go to the trial. We've got to go to the subway. Like, we can make a trip out of it.
The scene of the crime, right?
Yes. We could do a dramatic reenactment. I can't wait to go to the trial. I really want to find out what happened. Is there something sinister? Is there hidden racism? Is there something we don't know where when we get to the trial, it'll be the grand reveal and we'll say, oh, it was crooked police or it was. I'm open. Like Subway at 2 a.m, I'm open.
So in other Housewives news, Tinsley Mortimer engagement has ended. Could you believe that she left the fucking show for this man? Like, she gave up that apartment, everything, and moved to Chicago, like, all happy and fairy tale. Like, I feel so sorry for her.
I do too, but also I'm like, girl, if I would say this, if you were gonna pull it, it should have been, no, there's no engagement. Like, we're going to Vegas and getting married now. Either I'm leaving the show and we're getting married and I'll leave the show once we're married. So you'll have to go on and get a divorce. But I would say too, like, she's got her own money, so she's fine.
Well, they were engaged for, I think, at least 13 months.
She's addicted to that on again, off again relationship. Like, you got one good time to break up with me. Like, we might get together and not make it work and then try it again. Like, I've gone back to an ex and it's been fine. But that's it. Like, that's that. Like, you get one breakup with one. You get one. After that, okay, we really shouldn't be doing this. I can accept, like, okay, maybe I made a mistake and there's really something here. It's happened to a lot of people. Shut up, Google, shut up. And that's why the cast was kind of sick of her, because it's like, girl, you've been playing this game for too long now. If he wants you, he wants you. If he don't, he don't. And then you say you want kids at 40, and it's like, okay, well then act like it. Because playing the 23-year-old on again, off again with your boyfriend is how you got here.
Reading People magazine, a source close to the couple tells People Mortimer was blindsided by the breakup. This was not mutual. She was blindsided. She's on the floor, heartbroken and devastated. She left everything for him because she didn't think he'd ever call off the engagement, says the source. She trusted him that this time it was gonna be different. Well, girl, it wasn't.
I would say she's stupid. She shouldn't have been blindsided. She clearly can't see the signs. She is SOS, stuck on stupid. This man clearly, the fact that he was like, okay, we'll leave the show and then I'll marry you. Why were you playing around with this engagement? You're 40. You've already been married. That should have been, okay, if we're going to get hitched like 3 months, like the date is set within 3 months. We're going to go on and do it quickly. Everybody you know is rich and doesn't work, so they can fly in for a quick wedding. That's what y'all do. She couldn't see the signs. And I think she willfully couldn't see the signs. She is the girl that will deny the truth to herself so that she can live in her fantasy. Like Tish from Love and Marriage Hunts.
Yeah, and it looks like she might try to come back to Real Housewives of New York. And on that, I would say I'm good. I don't need her to come back. I want Dorinda to come back, not Tinsley.
I have to say I'm over it because Tinsley made her life about Scott and her life is still going to be about Scott. And I don't think she's going to stop bumping her head. I don't think, oh, it's really over with Scott. It's like, you've said that so many times, but you keep going back. The dick cannot be that good. He's not even cute.
The money.
Like, I could see if he looked. She's got her own money. She is a Mortimer. She is rich. She gets a percentage of her family trust. The woman has never worked a day in her life, nor will she. She can buy all that crap that he bought her, she can get herself. She doesn't need him. She doesn't need his money. I'm just like, and also, if you do, you could find better than that. Like, come on, you're a white blonde. Use that privilege to get something better. Look at Kyle's husband. If I'm going to deal with your bullshit, you at least going to look good.
But here's the thing, if it's not the money or the dick, what is it?
Her stupidity. She's stupid. She's rich, but she's stupid.
Well, anyway.
I hate to say, it's just what it is. I'm sorry. The woman isn't that bright. She's just not that bright. All that money and can't be happy and can't find a man. And you look like that, like she's not ugly. I wouldn't say she's the prettiest, but she's not ugly, and she's got the stereotypical look that the guys that she would want would go for. You haven't aged out completely. So it's her stupidity. That's the only thing. She is in her way. She is her own worst enemy, and I don't want to see it. I'd rather have a new black woman on the show, or an Asian woman, or a Latina woman. Let's get a good Dominican on there. How about that? We've told Tinsley's story. Let's get a rich Dominican woman.
But to quote Michelle Obama, it is what it is.
Let's talk about premium CBD. It's about relaxation, but also about simply removing some of the more unpleasant things in life, like stress, anxiety, pain, or sleeplessness. I use CBD to help with my insomnia and also to alleviate some of my stress and anxiety because it's been quite a year for all of us. And Feels is a better way to feel better. It's a premium CBD that will help keep your head clear and feel your best. It's hassle-free, delivered directly to your door, and CBD naturally reduces stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness. There's no hangover or addiction. I've been using it for a year now, over a year, and it's really helped me get to sleep when I need to get to sleep and stay asleep, as well as when I'm in my own head about something too much, it's like, okay, Alex, calm down. It's not that bad.
And I agree. When I had Feels, like a night after doing some videos and editing, I just want to relax and unwind. I just put a few drops under my tongue and you feel the difference within minutes. But yes, I've had the same experience with Feels. Like I took it right after doing some editing and a few videos and it just relaxed me so much and I had like the best sleep. And afterward, I just had the best sleep. And it's so simple. You just place a few drops of Feels under your tongue and you feel a difference within minutes. Like the thing to think about CBD is that finding your right dose is important and everyone's dose is different. In fact, Feels offers a free CBD hotline to help you guide your personal experience so that you find your perfect dose. The Feels customer service team is dedicated to making sure you get the best use of your CBD. Joining the Feels monthly membership makes your self-care easy. You'll save money on every order and you can pause or cancel at any time. Start feeling better today with Feels. Become a member today by going to feels.com/roast and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's feals.com/roast to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. That's feals.com/roast.
Breaking news. And oh my God, everybody looks like shit. Is it a dungeon? I guess it's a dungeon theme. It looks very dark. Everybody's in black. Candy looks the absolute worst. She's trying to give us pinup, but the boots are cheap. Girl, you can't invest in some decent wear, in some decent leather wear, but that stuff's way too expensive for her. This pleather crap, and then the shorts don't fit. Oh, and then what's this bed sheet she's got wrapped around her? Oh, Lord. And then the hair, no, absolutely not. Jesus Christ. Candy's look bad, but this is her at her tackiest. Portia looks cute, but I feel like this is the same dress you wore to Candy's wedding. That's like, we've already seen this look.
So yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm a little bit nicer and forgiving, but Candy does look absolutely atrocious. I'm not sure who encouraged that. Cynthia, I mean, it's nice, but her dress looks almost exactly like Portia's. And you're right. Like, this is almost like a rehash of that iconic black photo that they took for the season 12 promo, I believe.
Yes.
Kenya looks okay, but it's still Kenya. Marlo looks a fool. Shamia, that's her name? Shamia. Someone already beat me to it on Twitter. They put her picture up and they said the choir and the competition is out with that hairstyle. I couldn't even take credit for that.
Send what you're looking at to me so that we can be on the same page, because I wasn't seeing that one. Where do you see Shamia? Oh God, now I see her. Ooh, that is a young Cheryl Lee. Oh my God, but yeah, Marlo, I'm gonna need you to stop dressing like you're 20. And also buy some clothes that fit and are flattering. It's okay.
I don't know. It looked like she got that Cardi B ab surgery. What's the other girl's name?
Drew.
Oh, good grief. Good grief.
The eyelashes, they're too long. They're too thick. I can't see your face because of the eyelashes. And then also I feel like this slick part, it's again a hair miss for me. The dress.
I don't like it. No, the best dressed is probably the top, the three at the top is Cynthia, Portia, and Kenya. Now, LaToya, she looks a fool too. She looks like she's naked.
I was gonna say that. It's like, why do you have on a bed sheet?
This was a dumb idea. Whoever came up with this idea needs to go to hell along with Lil Nas X. Like, this is just tacky. Tacky, yacky, 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 yacky.
Because they just did that iconic navy, they should have been like, we can't do dark colors for a minute because we shut it down with that photo.
You say navy, I saw black.
It's like the dress. Is it blue or is it gold?
Yeah, it should have just been a black theme, but yeah, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible.
Oh God.
I'm hoping the reunion is interesting though.
You know, I look at Shamia and it's just one night only, one night only.
You're very right.
You know, she's gonna need to break into a song and dance number in that outfit with that hair. Like, you're gonna need to have like the sparkly microphone and come out to the audience. And if you can't do that, you shouldn't have that outfit on. Because you're not even shady or interesting enough to wear that, but you look good. You've got to have the talent to back that hair up, and I don't think you do.
It's really given like, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. You want all of my love and my devotion. You want my love and soul right on the line. Like, I just, oh my God.
Or I could also see, I'm coming out. I want the world to know, got to let it show. Let's see, what's another Diana Ross classic?
Or it could be like, oh, not I will survive.
I will survive. Hey, hey. You see, that hair is for when you throw the head back on that second hey. You know.
Wait, what's the Donna Summer song? Oh my God, I can't think of it.
Ooh, no. Toot toot. Hey, beep beep. Toot toot. Hey, beep beep. Bad girls.
All
Talking
right,
about them sad girls. Yes. Yes. Oh no, actually no, that hair is let's dance. The let's dance tonight. Yeah. I'm gonna say Shamia is the best dressed. She can't, I don't know if she can sing, but she does look good.
Okay, all right, fine.
She can carry it off. She can carry it off. Like low-key, it's like you really should be like Donna Summer or like Diana Ross for Halloween, because you could really give that. And then the eye makeup is giving that too. Yeah, she ready to get on stage and bust a note.
No.
And the rest of them are a joke. Ooh, but Candy Burris. I know that being frugal is fiduciarily responsible, but don't you owe us, the audience, a little something more? Now, you wouldn't come on stage off key, maybe a little flat, but not off key. And you definitely wouldn't do that with Escape. Like, y'all get your music together. You can do the same for your outfits. You really can. It's okay to invest a little. You can write it off. That's the thing. These outfits are a write-off. You ain't even got to pay for this shit. You got to pay taxes anyway. And that's what you show up looking like. I expect more from you.
Maybe it looks better on video.
Don't cheat. Boots don't look better anywhere but the trash. That is something a 16-year-old disgruntled girl wears to high school. It's Hot Topic garbage, and I'm not having it. Hot Topic, we took it back. We took it there.
Speaking of Atlanta, LaToya actually posted on her Twitter saying, well, it looks like back to YouTube I go, implying that she's not coming back next season.
Well, the thing is, they already have a Kenya Moore, and she's, for some reason, to the audience, a little more interesting. Toya makes you like Kenya. She makes Kenya seem likable and rational. And that's sad. She came on as too much of a bully. Like, she was just mean. Like, just saying nasty things to people all the time, every time you go to an event. That's not fun, and nobody wants to be around that. You didn't have a genuine friendship with anybody but Kenya, and then you tried to kind of come around, but you were just straddling the fence too much, and it just always came back to you being mean. Like how mean you were to Fallon in her house. It's like, that's not interesting. That's not an interesting personality we want to see. It's just you being mean. And you've got to bring more to the show than that. You've got to bring something where we actually like you. Because Marlo will get with you, but Marlo is also likable, although she doesn't bring the fashion anymore.
I mean, I can't stand her. She needs to go back actually to the gutter where she belongs. She was just really mean. And like you said to Fallon, did you hear what happened with her and Fallon? Like, Fallon said that she called her a racial slur because Fallon has like Asian heritage. The producers edited it out.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, allegedly. And
I'm surprised that Fallon didn't mention that on her Speak On It with Candy.
They said that she did mention it on Twitter or some platform. That's what someone messaged me. So I'm still going to allege it. But I could totally see LaToya saying it. Maybe that's why Fallon wanted to whip her ass. But it's just funny that producers tried to edit out what LaToya said. Could you imagine if they left that in, especially the climate we're in now?
That's why they took it out. They were like, we don't want these problems. You will sink the franchise. Oh, now with Kenya, they said, we're going to let this be a teachable moment. With that, they were just like, nah, ain't nobody going to learn nothing. We going to learn how to cancel. We going to learn what it is to be out of business. That's all we going to learn. That's all we going to learn.
And speaking of Kenya, like, did you know that Bravo, they deleted the episode off the app? Like, they deleted the entire episode, the Halloween episode. I don't think she's gonna get fired.
I'll tell you right now, she ain't bringing that much. The truth is, though, like, yes, the season. Oh, Kenya's made the season. Kenya's made the season. I'll say this with Kenya, it's still the same old story. Are you or aren't you married with Mark? We're tired of, all these, are you in a relationship? Are you not? Is it good? Is it bad? You can't bring Brooklyn on. So, they've got to blur her face. So that's not really a plot line anymore. And you being mean to the other girls, trying to have some crap with Portia. Kenya, if you wanted to be interesting and really viable for the show, one, you shouldn't have worn that fucking outfit. But two, you should have really patched things up with Portia, figured out why you two couldn't have been friends, and conquered some of your own issues. We'd like to have seen some growth. Because on the last episode, when Portia saw Kandi and they genuinely hugged, I was like, wow, growth. I feel like Candy's learned, maybe I don't have to hold on to grudges and everything for all of eternity. Maybe I don't want to be my mama. She forgave Escape. Now, the girl did apologize for lying on her, and that did affect her. But it was like, okay, I can move on. Is there really a point? Kenya, it would be nice to see you do that.
Right.
That way we could say nice things about you and have something else to focus on, because I do potential to be interesting.
But
okay,
I think we've exhausted our housewives talk. I guess we could get into television. So the big news is Ariana Grande will be the new judge on season 21 of The Voice. I don't know who won any of the 20 seasons, if you put a gun to my head.
Ditto. I couldn't tell you a contestant to save my life. Couldn't pick one of them out of a lineup. That show is all about the judges. And I feel like for her, this is a shrewd business move. And I like her music. Like, I don't know much about her as a person, but the music she's put out, I've enjoyed.
Like, she's okay as an artist. Like, she's not, my cup of tea, but she has a couple bops and she has talent. She can sing. I think she should enunciate more. But maybe she can advise some of the singers that. I just can't believe there's been 20 winners of this season, and I'm like, no one has talked about, like, where are they now? Tyra Banks is returning as the host for Dancing with the Stars season 30. There's been 30 seasons of this show, I guess. I guess Tyra was such a train wreck that it was like, well, she's bringing in people to laugh at her, so might as well.
That's probably why they're keeping Wendy on, too.
Ooh, that's a clown right there. like just belching and farting, like, while she's telling stories. She don't care. It's like she just show up to work and be like, okay, what I'm doing today. I don't even think she does any type of research when she gets home. She just gets out of bed, rolls into work. What am I doing? What am I doing today? They just put that lace front on.
Oh my God, that's me.
Oh, they just put that lace front on her, and they put that. I guess I wonder what shoehorn they used to get her foot in those shoes. Because they're shaped like a triangle. I'm gonna stop. Anyway, so you're gonna enjoy this story. Beyonce was robbed. She lost $1 million in clothing, jewelry, and other items because they hit 3 storage units that she was holding her shit in. Like, a lot of thieves just be stealing out of storage units. But what happened was the burglars reportedly came back to the scene within the same week once they realized that it was Beyonce's items. So they hit all 3 storage units at the same time.
I was trying not to enjoy it. I really was. I was like, well, I don't want the woman stolen from. But then I was like, karma.
Oh,
I can't be upset that a thief gets stolen from, because some people get in her storage units and steal. She gets in people's creativity and intellectual property and steals. She bites people's style. She steals careers. She steals songs. So, you can cover that all you want. Facts are facts, America. A thief getting stolen from, I Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, it takes one to know one. She's stolen so much. So I can't even be upset about it.
The only thing she's stolen is the hearts of the world. Like, she's given so much with her talent.
Carrie Hilson hasn't had anything to do, so we knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen. Who do you think is really behind this? Carrie Hilson.
Carrie Hilson is just trying to survive, okay? Leave her out of this.
You know, her and A. Marie was the lookout. Carrie Hilson was the one with the crowbar. And Ashanti, drove the getaway car.
Anyway, the criminals made off with handbags, kid toys, and personal photos belonging to Beyonce and Jay-Z. And all the items' total net worth was over $1 million. Unfortunately, it appears the suspects made off with items that are also priceless. It doesn't appear to be an inside job, and the authorities said there's been a string of similar crimes in the Los Angeles area. My heart goes out to Beyonce, and I hope they get caught, and get put under the jail.
All I can say is I can't be surprised when a thief gets stolen from. I don't wish it on her, but it's like, well, you're a thief, so I can't be surprised that happened to you.
Oh, Lord. Anyway.
I am always looking at a screen, and sometimes I just need to rest my eyes, but not my ears. And so I put in my Raycon wireless earbuds and listen to podcasts, the news, the weather, whatever. So whether I'm going on a walk, working out, or getting laundry done, a pair of Raycon in your ears can make all the difference.
So these are my Raycon earbuds right here. They're my favorite color, blue. They're so seamless, they go in my ear. I can be working out on the treadmill. They don't fall out. Crisp sound, I love it. The game changer for me is the battery life, definitely, hands down. So there's no dangling wires or stems to get in your way here. Raycons come in a range of stylish colors, but always with a comfortable in-ear fit for a more discreet look. Raycons are built to perform anywhere and anytime with water and sweat-resistant construction and Bluetooth that pairs quickly and seamlessly. And with enough battery life for 6 hours of playtime, you can unplug for a while. And what's the best part? Raycon makes great sound accessible to everyone, with wireless earbuds starting at half the price of other premium audio brands. Raycon's offering 15% off all their products for our Pop Roast listeners, and here's what you gotta do to get it. Go to buyraycon.com/roast. That's it. You'll get 15% off your entire Raycon order, so feel free to grab a pair and a spare. That's 15% off at buyraycon.com/roast. That's buyraycon.com/roast. So what would an episode of Pop Roast be without Jada's business? We have more news on her business. Can you believe that? The season just started. So the headline is, Willow and Jada Pinkett Smith say they are sexually attracted to women. And in other news, water is wet, the sky is blue, and the sun is hot.
Since we bring their family business to the table, let's get Will's business out there. Since you're free to say licking a little les, let's see what's going on with Will and Dwayne Martin's pussy. Let's get that honesty. Since you've confessed to your entanglement with August, I think it's time for Will to suss out his sissy.
So Jada Pinkett, Willow Smith, and Adrian the grandmama, had an open conversation about I was like, I don't want to say this whole name, the grandmama. She had an open conversation about sexuality and attraction on this week's episode of Red Table Talk before the guest Niecy Nash and her wife joined the show to share their own unique love story. So this is what they said. Willow said, I don't feel like I've been in love with a woman just yet, but I definitely feel like it could happen because I've had very strong feelings for women before. Now, Jada, she admitted that she swooned a lot, quote unquote, over other women while in her 20s. 2 times I've been infatuated with a woman, she said. I mean, the jokes write themselves.
Just two?
Right.
Just two? A lie don't care who tell it.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know about the Smith men. What about Jaden? Does he dabble? Does Will Smith, does he dabble too? Like, is the whole family open? Because, you know, it's not a big deal for, you know, the women to like women, but what about Will?
I want Will and Dwayne to come to the table to have an honest and open conversation about their bromance.
I think they're paying Dwayne Martin really handsomely to shut his mouth.
Or to keep it open.
That too, but you know, you haven't heard a peep out of him. I don't even see him acting anymore. That's how much they paying him.
He's on some show on the Peacock app, I think, or something like that. But yeah, he's actually like working.
Interesting. So this story is, I just found it interesting. So Cameron got on social media. Do you know who Cameron is?
He wears the pink, and he was in the Mariah video.
That's so funny. That's how his legacy is now. The pink and then the Mariah video. Not Dipset, none of that. But he said that he blocked 200,000 people on his social media. 200,000. Now, at that point, I mean, why don't you just get off social media? That, like, this isn't Keisha Cole territory, actually.
I know more people that have been blocked by Keisha Cole than that she followed. Well, Keisha Cole messed her own self up being nasty to her fans, and that's why she's out here on Fox Soul. Not the Fox Theater, not singing. That's why she's retiring from music. She didn't block too many people. She blocked her blessing.
T, he went on to say that you should envision your social media platforms as if they're your home. So that's why, like, if he didn't see something that he liked, he blocked, or he saw a negative tweet about him, and then he went under the likes, you know, like everyone who liked it. He went in and blocked everyone who liked the tweet about him.
He's too invested in social media because he's clearly not rapping, so he needs to find something to fill his time. But if you have that type of time, like, why are you even handling your social media at that point? You should have a private account for friends and family, and your public stuff should be handled by your publicist. But you don't have anything to do. You're cheap and unseemly. So you just hang out on Twitter and block people all day. I have better things to do. You must be poor. That sounds like a poor person's activity because you hanging out on Twitter for free all day. That's all you can come up with to do with your time? Really? You should be in the studio trying to get another hit, but you've got time to look for tweets about you and then let me go and block everybody. You must feel very powerless in your life. You must be a truly weak man with a small penis to have to exercise that kind of control. Pathetic.
Well, you said pretty much everything other than he hasn't aged well either.
I don't know what he looks like. I know the pink, but that's about it.
The last and final story that was interesting to me was why everybody got a problem with everything. Now, Krispy Kreme, they came out with this little special that, like, when you get vaccinated, when you get one shot or both, you just present this little card right here, you get a free donut. You know, it's encouraging something positive, but they have received backlash. Because apparently they're trying to, like, make people have diabetes or something like that. No one told anybody to go there every single day. But yeah, there's people that have problems with it.
After such a horrible year inside, we could all use a free donut after a shot.
For real. Like, why do people try to find the negative in everything? Everything. Like this, I thought this was just like a positive thing. Like, oh, okay, you know, get your shot. Maybe get a donut. No one's telling you to get a donut every day. That's not their responsibility. But someone brought up, okay, Many social media users called out Krispy Kreme in the following days and pointed out that obesity is a growing problem for Americans and is a risk factor for COVID. And obesity was prevalent in 42.4% of Americans in 2017 to 2018.
Let's just ban fun. Let's just ban all the fun. I mean, you know, close down Krispy Kreme, close down Kentucky Fried, close everything. It's all over. We've got obesity. We've got, just throw the world away. Throw it all away. Good Lord. I mean, like, again, people have to find better things to do. You can get out the house now. Get your shot, get out the house, and get out of other people's business. And also, I'll say this, the people that are saying this, they just want attention. Krispy Kreme is getting some shine, and now they want to bask in that spotlight, but too unoriginal and unintelligent to come up with their own way to get attention. They've got to piggyback and comment and naysay and be contrarians just for attention. I see through your sorry attempts to get me to look your way, and I won't.
I couldn't say it better myself. And you know what? I get my second shot today. And you know what the fuck I'm doing? Getting me a Krispy Kreme donut.
Our Krispy Kreme closed.
Oh, well, I live near one now, and it's the largest one in New York. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of that.
And speaking of which, I am looking at apartments in San Francisco, y'all. So if you want to, feel free to hit up the Cash App or the PayPal, you know, help me out with a little housewarming. I like it here, and yeah, I'm going to stay.
Oh, great. Oh, well, I can't wait to visit.
I can't wait too. Oh, we will have fun here.
Oh, yeah. And now when you come back to visit me in New York, we have weed now, which is great. It's legal.
Yes. Yeah, finally. It's so funny. The second I leave,
They're trying to pull.
Because that was one of my sticking points.
They're trying to pull you back.
It's never going to happen. Then they're going to have to change that weather. They're going to have, and also I'll say this, like, you've got the beach here, you've got the mountains here, like in New York, everything's so difficult to get to here, everything's 20 minutes, and like, oh, I see why it's so expensive here. This is awesome.
You know, that's fine. We can just visit each other in our respective cities. That's fine.
We can! Yeah, that's the thing. Now we both have cool places to visit. I lived in New York for 14 years. New York is still the shit. I just can't do those winters anymore.
I get it. Well, y'all, I hope you enjoyed these massive topics that we covered today. And I will see you sooner than Shamia's next disco number.
And I'll see you sooner than Lil Nas X's profit from those shoes.
There you have it.